Hi, we're here from Chilton, and today we're going to show you how to replace the headlight and the brake light on a few different types of cars.
We have a 2004 Volvo S60, a 2001 Toyota Camry, and a 2008 Ford Explorer. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is familiarize yourself with your vehicle to figure out if replacing the headlight and the tail light is even something that you want to consider doing. In this 2004 Volvo S60, I'm going to pop the hood and take a look to see if this is something I can do on my own. So I'm going to pop my hood open and then I'm going to take a look at where the headlight is located. It looks like the headlight's right here, and so in order to replace the headlight, it looks like I'll just simply need to remove this piece right here. I think that's definitely something that I'll be able to do myself. I don't see any bolts that need to be removed or anything like that. And if you take a peek down in here, you'll see that there's a light right here, and then there's another one right here, and then there's another one right here. All of them are easily accessible, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this repair. Next, I'm going to check out the brake light to see if that's something I can do on my own as well. So the brake light is located over here, and if I check out down in here to see how I might be able to get access to it, it looks like there's a little knob, and I basically could just peel this back in order to get to the lights that are back here. It doesn't look like I'll need any special tools or anything like that because I can see all the light bulbs right here and right here. So again, this looks like a repair that I might be able to do on my own.
So the second thing you need to do is whip out your owner's manual and find out exactly what type of light bulb to get. To do that, you just go right to the index and you find specifications, and then you flip to the right page and you'll find all the types of light bulbs to get right on this page. So doing the headlight and the brake light replacement on this vehicle really doesn't require very much supplies. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a light to replace the brake light. So for this vehicle, you need a light numbered 7506. You're going to need a light to replace the headlight. So for this vehicle, it's H7. And you're going to need some gloves because you don't really want to get dirty doing this.
Okay, in the front of this 2004 Volvo S60, there are 3 circular covers covering the various lights. For the headlight, it's the one in the middle. And so to remove it, you really just need to stick your hand in and twist it and pull the circular cover out. Then there's this little metal piece that's holding the headlight in. So you're going to need to take that off to make sure that you can get to the headlight. Then you simply reach in and remove the headlight like this. In order to replace it, you pull it apart. You might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it out. Next, you want to open your new bulb. And then just insert it where the other one came out of. Wiggle it a little bit to make sure that it's in there. Then you want to stick it back in the same slot where it came out of. And then just turn it to make sure that it's in place. Next, you want to replace the metal piece in order to hold it in. Okay, you gotta stop. Next, you just want to replace the circular cap. So you just put it in like this. And give it a little twist. The last thing that you want to do is just check to make sure that it's working. As you can see, mine's turning on, so I'm all set.
The next thing we're going to do is replace the brake light on this vehicle. Here's how you do it. It's pretty easy. So here's where the brake light is. All you need to do to access it is to unhook this, just kind of turn that knob up, and then this whole panel folds down. So Volvo made it really easy to access these lights back here. And then what you do is you just kind of have to push this knob down to access the lights back here. kind of comes out like that. All right. Now the bulb that we want to replace is this one right here. This is the brake light. So all you want to do to replace your brake light is take the new brake light out of the package and have it ready to go. All right, and then you want to pull the old one out. So the old one just kind of twists out like that. It's pretty easy. To put the new one back in, you take your new bulb and then you just kind of shimmy it back in here. Like that. And then you twist it, make sure it's locked in. And that's it. Now your new bulb is in there. So the last step is putting the panel of lights back in. So you just kind of line them up like this, and then you just click this part in. So the last thing you have to do is fold this back in. And it's just as easy as doing that and then clicking this down to lock it in place. And that's it. Now you just want to check to make sure that the light actually works.
It works!
So to replace the headlight and the brake light in a 2001 Toyota Camry, you only need a few supplies. Here's what you're going to need. You need a 9006 headlight. You need a 3157 brake light. And you need disposable gloves.
Okay, so to get started, you need to figure out where the actual light bulb is. So it's behind this, where your headlight is. You just want to reach back here, and it looks like this. So there's a little slot where the headlight fits into, and you just want to reach in and give it a little turn, and then pull it out, and it's going to look like this. Now, to remove the headlight, the broken headlight, all you need to do is pull it out of this bottom piece, like this. Next, you're going to open your new bulb, take it out of the packaging, and just insert it where the broken light bulb was. It slides in like this, and it pops into place. Find the hole where it came out of, slide it back in, and give it a slight twist, and then pull on it to make sure that it's in. Lastly, you'll want to turn the car on just to make sure that your light bulb is working. As you can see, the headlight is working.
So now I'm going to show you how to do a brake light replacement on a 2001 Toyota Camry. For this kind of replacement, you're also going to need a screwdriver with this type of a point. So the first thing that you need to do is remove these little rivets in the brake light pad. In order to do that, you put the screwdriver right in this little notch right here, and then you just turn it, and it'll eventually pop right out like this. Like that. Now there are 3 rivets on each plastic panel. There's one over here, and there's another plastic panel over here, so there are 6 rivets total. So now that I've removed the rivets, you just want to pull the plastic panel all the way down, and you'll see that your lights are completely exposed. So this is the brake light right here. The way that you get it out is just by simply turning it a little bit to the left and then popping it out like this. And there's the old light. So in order to replace it, you just have to pop this old light out by just giving it a little tug, and it comes out completely. So I put my gloves back on just so I don't get any grease on the brand new bulb that I'm about to put in. So here's the new bulb, and all you have to do is just pop it right back into this little hole right here. Like that. And then you just twist it right back into the spot that it came out of. Just like that. Now the last step is to put this back on, this plastic covering. So to do that, you just have to screw the rivets back in. Now the last step is to double check that your brake lights are now working. And it looks like they are. car, you're going to need the headlight. So for this vehicle, we need an H13. You need the brake light. So for this vehicle, we need a 4057.
You'll also need a pair of gloves so you don't get dirty. That's just our preference because we're girls. You'll also need either a socket wrench or a nut driver to remove the headlight on this 2008 Ford Explorer. So I'm going to use the nut driver, and I'm just going to remove the nut. Next, to replace the bulbs, you'll need to familiarize yourself with where the directional and where the headlight is. This one over here is the directional, and to get that out you simply twist it and pull it out. Then you'll just pull the bulb out and put the new one in. In this repair we're going to do the headlight. The headlight's right here, so right back here we just need to pull this one straight out. Oh, maybe a little twist. Oh. And there it is. So next, to remove the bulb, you'll need to find this little latch that's located right here. It kind of locks the bulb into place. So you need to push down on it and then just pull the old bulb out.
And then we have our new bulb right here. So we're just going to unwrap it. So it's really important that you don't touch the bulb with your bare hands. That's why we're wearing gloves. You don't want to get oils onto the light bulb. It'll reduce the life of the light bulb. So to replace the light bulb and to put it back in here, you literally just snap it back into place. And that's it. And now we just have to reconnect it to this part of the vehicle.
So now that the bulb is back in there, you just need to push this back into place and tighten the nuts again.
And then you're done. So replacing the brake light is a little bit easier than replacing the headlight. Here's what you have to do. You want to take your nut driver and then unscrew the bolts that are in here. And they screw out pretty easily. So once you've unscrewed the bolts, you can easily pull out the light like this. So this is your tail light, your backup light, and then your brake light is right down here. So in order to get this out, you can basically just unscrew it like this and it pops right out.
Next, you want to open up the package with your new bulbs and take out a new one.
Alright, so these are pretty easy to get out. You literally just grab a hold of the bulb and pull really hard and it comes out eventually. So to put the new bulb back in, you literally just pop it into place like that, and then you just want to screw it back into the brake light socket here.
There are little tabs that you'll need to align, and then you just need to twist it to pop it back into place.
And that's it. And then you just screw it back into the back of the car.
And that's it.
So the last thing you want to do is test your work. All you need to do is step on the brakes lightly and make sure the brake light comes on.